of clothing. Okay? The colors of clothing. Are we allowed to wear black clothing? لبس الثوب الأسود للرجال والنساء, men and women. Women we know, men, are we allowed to wear it? Yes, we are allowed to, inshallah ta'ala. Okay? Some of the scholars, they give a condition. In some lands, wearing that black, it signifies a group of people, right? So at those times, it's best to avoid it. Okay? Number 2.
Now wearing winter clothes in summer or summer clothes in winter?
No problem. As long as you're not harming yourself. And as long as it doesn't enter لباس الشهرة. Number 2. لبس الثوب الأصفر للرجال والنساء. Okay? Asfar is what color?
Yellow.
Yellow. Are you allowed to wear it? Yes. You're allowed to wear. What about لبس الثوب الأخضر? Are you allowed to wear green? The third color. Of course you can wear green. There's nothing wrong with it. What about لبس الأحمر? Wearing red?
This way?
Yeah? Okay, the red color, are we allowed to wear it or not? There's a discussion regarding it. Okay? That which seems apparent and knowledge is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is that يجوز لبس الأحمر, that it is permissible, inshallah ta'ala. It is the madhab al-malikiyya والشافعية وقول أبي حنيفة رحمه الله, the qawl of the Hanabila, ikhtiyar ibn Qudama al-Maqdisi. Okay, many great scholars took that opinion, and a large number of the Salaf held that opinion. That is allowed, yes. We're going to mention the evidence. Give me a second. A large number of scholars held that opinion. Sa'id ibn al-Musayyab believed it's permissible. Sha'bi, al-Nakha'i, Hassan al-Basri, Ali ibn al-Husayn, Ali ibn Abi Talib radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. All of them believe the color red is allowed. Are we all together? And if you go to Nail al-Awtar by Imam al-Shawkani, he goes into details regarding this issue. And he says that the red that's not allowed is what? The red which is mixed with al-usfur, saffron, right? He said. And he said the red that's not mixed with saffron, he said that's fine, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? And the Prophet ﷺ wore red. If you go to the Shama'il al-Muhammadiyah by Imam al-Tirmidhi, you will take in those narrations, كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم مربوعا وقد رأيته في حلة حمراء. البراء ibn Azim, he said, I saw the Prophet ﷺ wearing a red cloak. ما رأيت شيئا أحسن منه. I never saw anyone more beautiful than him. We're going to come to al-Muza'far. Al-Muza'far is saffron. You know saffron? It looks like the clothing that the Hindus wear. You see the Hindus and the monks, Chinese monks. Yes, sort of orange. The next one is lubsul ahmar, for the women. Are women allowed to? Are they allowed to wear red? They're also allowed to wear red by consensus. There's no difference of opinion in that. Are you allowed to wear clothing that has like lines and all through it? It's permissible, but avoid it when you're in the salah, okay? Salah time, don't wear clothing that has what? Lines and stripes, and because what it does, it distracts you in the salah. It takes away your khushu'. And if it doesn't do it to you, then it will do it to somebody else's salah. So it's best not to do it at that time. Okay, brothers? So the red that we said that's mentioned, that is prohibited, that was the explanation that he gave Al-Imam Al-Shawkani rahimahullah, that it is al-mamnu'u minhu huwa al-ahmaru alladhi subiga bil-usfuri, he says, wal-mubahu huwa al-ahmaru alladhi lam yusbagh bihi. He mentions this, in the sharh of his kitab الدرر البهية في المسائل الفقهية. It's called الدراري المضية, صح? الدراري المضية. Shawkani has a sharh on his kitab in fiqh. So he explains it there, rahimahullah. He also says in his نيل الأوطار فالواجب البقاء على البراءة الأصلية. The asl is that you keep the matter at its default position. The asl is that any color is allowed, right? And any type of clothing is allowed. هو الذي خلق لكم ما في الأرض جميعا. Allah has allowed for you everything on this earth. Then anyone who wants to take it out from al-bara'atul asliyah. Al-bara'atul asliyah is what the usuliyin call بقاء ما كان على ما كان. It's to leave the issue as it is. يعني al-istishab, right? To keep it at its default position. For example, if two people are discussing a matter, it's always to say, first of all, do we agree that its default position is that clothing and color are allowed? And he says yes. Any color that somebody says is haram, and anyone who says this type of clothing is haram, they are burdened to do what? The burden of proof is upon that person. Does that make sense? So Shawkani argues there in great details regarding that color, inshallah ta'ala. Someone asked me a question before about Imam Sheikh Albani. Who is it? The question of Sheikh Albani. What was the question?
The gold ornaments which are round and distinct.
So the question you asked me was Sheikh Albani, who said the hadith that he mentioned, that anyone who wants to place on his beloved person, or the person he loves, a garment, a cloak, a ring from the hellfire, or a bracelet from the hellfire, then let him put a ring or a bracelet. A large quantity of scholars weaken the hadith. And in terms of authentication, there is a niqash. There's a lot of this debate on it, whether it's authentic or not. Does that make sense? That's one. The second argument that the scholars bring against the hadith of Shaykh Nasir rahimahullah ta'ala is it goes against the ijma' of the ummah. 4 great scholars transmitted ijma': Ibn Hazm, Nawawi, Ibn Qudama, and Ibn al-Mundhir. So they said that the ijma' abrogated this claim of Shaykh Nasir rahimahullah's hadith. If we say that hadith is authentic, right? Yani ijma' cannot abrogate something, brothers. So we will together. Yani the qa'idah is al-ijma'u la yansakh wa la yunsakh. Sah? An ijma' cannot abrogate, nor can it be abrogated. But the ijma' it falls back on what? A dalil, a nas. That nas is what abrogated it. Are we all together? And it's a very strange opinion. Very strange in Islamic history. It's a very strange opinion Shaykh Nasir held. He held there, rahimahullah ta'ala.